It's my grandfather's. My grandfather brought it in the 1950s.
Yes.
My grandmother passed it on to me.
Well, that's marvellous, isn't it? Because what looks like a standard dining table reveals the solid oak, blonde oak leaves, and what we've got underneath is this great little snooker table. And I bet the children have loved it, haven't they?
Well, they do. The 5-year-old's not allowed near it yet.
No 5-year-olds on this table.
No 5-year-olds.
Well, because let's see, it's built by Mr. Riley of Accrington and solidly made. Riley started making billiard tables around 1900, 1899 to 1900. And this compact convertible dining table model was very popular. They started making it in the 20s. And do you know when this one was actually made? Did your grandfather buy it, or?
We've got the brochure for 1951-52, which I've assumed is when he made the purchase for it.
Yes. Well, that would be about right. So a long production run for Riley's with these things. You convert it from a dining table by picking it up from below, yeah. And it goes on those kind of cantilevered arms, which is really clever. It's a fantastic object, and in brilliant condition. And you've got some accessories. We've got the scoreboard.
The scoreboard, yeah.
Yeah, and
we've
box.
had that out on the wall occasionally.
Yes, and a good box of balls and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
At auction, you're likely to get about £1,500 to £2,000.
Really?
That sort of price. You should insure it for £2,500.
It was given to me by an elderly gentleman, friend of the family, and he just knew me and my daughter liked horses, and said, would I like it? And I said, yes, thank you very much, and put it up on the sort of shelf and that. And
you've looked at it ever since?
Yeah.
He's actually made in the early years of the 20th century by a chap called Louis de Monard, who was a Frenchman, obviously made of bronze with this wonderful sort of very nicely sort of worn patination. And Louis de Monard was following in a very well-established tradition, which the French established in the middle of the 19th century, of doing what we call animalia bronzes. In other words, they took the idea of the horse or any other animals and really sort of concentrated on what the horse actually looked like. And by the early 20th century, which is when this was done, I think they really got it right. I just like the way he's observed the whole thing of getting the leading rein stuck around the leg, and then it comes all the way back here, and there's a drape going over. So in terms of actually how you observe a horse, absolutely brilliant. Now, if you were a betting lady and wanted to put money on the horses, what would you think he'd romp home at in terms of value?
hopefully maybe £500, but I don't know.
You could probably add a naught to that.
Pardon?
Yeah, I think you could certainly add a naught to that. I think we should be looking more on the region, certainly from an insurance point of view, of £5,000. Yeah, I think he's wonderful.